Opinions and stories around the game we love, told by your favorite storytellers. Stay up to date with all things cricket. Subscribe to Cricbuzz's YouTube channel and press that bell icon now.
Let's talk about Eoin Morgan first, DK, as a captain, because Michael Vaughan and me were having a discussion during the KKR time, and he said that Morgan's the kind of guy who would want his team to win so much that he'd step down as captain and say, I'm not going to be in the 11. Whereas my opinion was that it's kind of counterproductive for a captain who's there for his leadership role to not play. It could kind of derail the team, right? So first of all, your opinion, because you've seen him, you've played under him, you've played with him. You guys also went through something when you wanted to, give up captaincy. He got it, that transition phase as well. So just feel free to throw light on that, how the transition happened, how the team took it, and this thing of a captain perhaps sitting out if he feels like he's not in form, it's for the best interest of the team. Sorry, that's a lot of questions.
For a start, I think I am on board with you. I think it's very counterproductive, especially the back end of the tournament, which was, how we played the tournament, for him to drop himself and play somebody else. Because there's a lot of talk, can Russell play as a batter, X, Y, Z? But the point here is, I think he took the right decision. He decided to play because as a player, you have two roles there for him. One is his batting and one is his captaincy. Definitely one of the main reasons why we were able to reach the knockout. In fact, the finals, you got to give him some credit there. He made the right bowling changes. He had the right field placements. Almost throughout the game, you need to make literally about 60 to 80 decisions in terms of field placement, in terms of bowling changes, all of that. It's not easy. It looks very simple from outside, but just having a short fine leg and a short square leg could make the difference. Whereas he was able to take those decisions consistently, and you got to give him credit for that. Yes, he's even given an interview saying that if need be, I'll step out of the team if that is what it's going to take for England to win the World Cup. But let me tell you this, let's not forget, if England are number one in the T20 rankings today, please give some credit to Eoin Morgan. He's been an absolute champion as a leader. From 2015, when they got shoved out of that World Cup, he's taken them to different heights in 2019, gone on to win the tournament, and today he's made the T20 team the number one in the tournament. Going into the tournament, India and England on paper are front runners for this World Cup. So let's not take that credit away from him. Yes, in the last probably 6 to 8 months, he's not probably batted as well as he would have liked, but that's okay. That's a small part of the game. And knowing him, he always gets those odd sixes. The expectation is that he should bat like probably, somebody who can get a 50, 60, but he bats slightly lower down the order. He's able to absorb pressure a lot of the times. But look what he's done to the franchise. He's brought the franchisee to a final. I mean, KKR would give him an arm and a leg to make him the captain and then bring the team all the way to the final. And you got to understand, halfway through the tournament, none of them gave us a chance because we were in 7 games. We'd lost almost 5 games. Not almost, we lost 5 games. And from there to turn it around, I think he's a great leader. He's a lovely guy. And every person in that English team respects him as a leader, trusts him, and that's why he's able to, consistently bring out the best as players. If for India there's an MS Dhoni, for England there is Eoin Morgan.
No, it's brilliant. It's so well articulated. And Dooley, just to get your opinion on that, it's not like DK saying you've got to reward him for his legacy or reward him for the hard work he's put. It is the hard work he's still putting as a captain, inspirational leader. Listen, we've just seen somebody lift a trophy. A captain, MS Dhoni, lift a trophy without any contribution from the bat. But you can't say that he didn't have a contribution in the tournament or in the win, because he was so important for them to win the trophy, especially in T20 cricket, where ball by ball decisions can change the fate of a game.
100%. I totally agree with everything DK said. I mean, MS had that one game against Delhi where he came out and hit Avesh Khan, didn't he? The slower ball to mid-wicket.
The long con. He made us believe that he couldn't hit those shots anymore.
Yeah, exactly. That was about it. But I mean, I think the fact that Eoin Morgan has such respect as a skipper, and we were sitting in the commentary box, and yet we always talk about the fact that, okay, if they're going to replace him, who do they replace him with? How do they do it? But then you look at his captaincy, you look at the bowling changes, you look at the way he used Ferguson and Marvi and Narayan and Chakravarti at Sharjah. And it was so much about his captaincy that got Kolkata to that IPL final. Okay, they didn't get across the line, but his captaincy was an enormous part of it. When you're a bowler, you've got 2 jobs, bowling and fielding. Sometimes you have to bat. As a skipper, that's your job. Yes, you do have a job as a batsman, but captaining the side is so important as well. So he has an incredible amount of respect in that England dressing room. The other thing what I don't like is when people say, oh, he's got to go, get rid of him. Okay, who are you picking? Who's your captain? Who are you going with? Now, in that England setup at the moment, Josh Butler is an option, but to me, Josh Butler's too timid. I don't think he doesn't have anywhere near the presence or the sort of the street fighting ability of an Eoin Morgan, in my opinion, and that's why he's there, because he just wins. He wants to fight. He wins the fight, and he wants to be in it, and I think that's what brings out the best in those players as well. I have no doubt that if he feels like their team can win without him or are better off without him, I have no doubt he would step aside, but I don't see that happening in a hurry.